Shalom, shalom to the 144,000 and the one third of the elect of the nation of Israel. All praises, glorification, and honor is due unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor, as always, is extended unto the elder apostles of the great millstone who continue to rule and teach Yasha Allah well through the Spirit, leading the flock by example. Salutations to the Akim pushing this 100% gospel, this good news, the world over, in sincerity and in truth, in hopes that it may edify the elect lambs of Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. To you few sincere sisters who are doing the right thing, to you I say Shalom, wa Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So yeah, man, this is just another another step closer, okay? Another update regarding the MOTB, which is the RFID micro C hip, man, prophesied in Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 on down, okay? And we're constantly seeing articles coming out about this, about individuals taking the C hip, about the things it can do, all right? And this is a faith booster, man, because it just shows how close we are, to the end, okay? And this is one of the major final prophecies to take place before the return of Yahushua HaMashiach, man, okay? Just constant news articles about this, man, all right? Before it was, you know, it wasn't as frequent, but now it's more frequent, man, because it's here. The C hip is here. It just needs to be globally mandated, man. All right. Okay, and just look at Sweden as a model. People have been taking that, for years, for a long time. Okay, so they're already accustomed to it over there in Sweden, man. All right. I've, a lot of people already don't even, use cash over there. Okay, so this is from NBCnews.com, and it's a recent article, August the 23rd, 2023 is when it came out, right? 2023, the hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass, man. Okay, and you can see the headline says, "Woman with paralysis speaks through an avatar 18 years after a stroke, thanks to a brain implant and AI, artificial intelligence," man. Okay, so as we go further on, it says in 2005, Ann Johnson suffered a stroke that left her severely paralyzed and unable to speak. She was 30. At best, she could make sounds like ooh and ah, but her brain was still firing off signals. Now, in a scientific milestone, 18 years after Johnson's stroke, an experimental technology has translated her brain signals into audible words, enabling her to communicate through a digital avatar. The technology, developed by researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, and the University of California, Berkeley, relies on an implant placed on the surface of Johnson's brain in regions associated with speech and language. The implant, which Johnson received in an operation last year, contains 253 electrodes that intercept brain signals from thousands of neurons. During the surgery, doctors also installed a port in Johnson's head that connects to a cable, which carries her brain signals to a computer bank. The computers use artificial intelligence algorithms to translate the brain signals into sentences that get spoken through a digitally animated figure. So when Johnson tried to say a sentence like, "Great to see you again," the avatar on the nearby screen uttered those words out loud. Okay, see where we're going with this one. Says the system appears to be significantly faster and more accurate than previous technologies that attempted similar feats, and it allowed Johnson to communicate using a relatively expansive vocabulary. The researchers used a recording of Johnson speaking at her wedding to personalize the avatar's voice. The system also converted Johnson's brain signals into facial movements on the avatar, such as pursed lips and emotional expressions like sadness or surprise. Okay, this is the the left-hand miracles of Esau Edom. Okay, whom he gets from the spiritual demon Satan, man. All right, these are lying wonders. Okay, and you can see an image of the individual. Okay, so it said Dr. Edward Chang, an author of study who performed Johnson's surgery, said he was absolutely thrilled to watch her communicate through the avatar. And many people are going to be deceived by this, as we've mentioned many times, man. Really, I'm just singing to the choir. Okay, many people are going to be deceived by this, especially if they've got loved ones, our friends who's got a serious health problem, and they want this C hip to cure that. Okay, and on top of that, they're gonna When they mandate this, okay, they're gonna market it as something that's super beneficial for you, okay, all right, and the elites, the Amalekites, the 1948ers, all right, they're gonna put that squeeze on the economy as well, okay, so when there's a scarcity of food, because famine's coming, all right, and when things get much more harder in society, when the economy becomes more unstable, all right, they're gonna apply that pressure and want people to take the C hip. People are gonna fight over the C hip. There's gonna be queues everywhere. All right, people are gonna want to feed their families. Be like, hey, how come other people have the C hip before me? And things like that, man. Okay, and they're gonna, Esau's gonna put that, crafty spin to it, man, as well. Just look what happened with the C19 with the Maxines. Okay, a lot of people said they weren't gonna take that, and look, a lot of people took it. All right, and if and if you took them Maxines, man, most likely you're gonna take this. Okay, because that shows that you don't have faith. All right, especially when they said, oh, you need it for your job, or you can't travel unless you have it, things like that. You know, that's when people are gonna falter, but the elect of the nation of Israel won't falter, man. Okay, it says there's nothing that can convey how satisfying it is to see something like this actually work in real time. Chang, the chair of neurological surgery at UCSF, said at a news briefing the technology converted Johnson's speech attempts into words at nearly 80 words per minute. Chang said the natural rate of speech is around 150 to 200. It had a median accuracy of around 75% when Johnson used a 1,224 word vocabulary. In a feedback survey, Johnson wrote that she was emotional upon hearing the avatar speak in a voice similar to hers. The first 7 years after my stroke, all I used was the letterboard. My husband was so sick of having to get up and translate the letterboard for me, she wrote. Okay, so you know that's where we're at, man. Okay, okay, and of course they're gonna constantly develop more advanced, you know, more advanced. How do I say it? They're gonna, improve the technology around this too. Okay, so of course they incorporated AI with it. They're gonna, get more creative with the technology around that too. Okay, especially for the younger generation as well. If you have a sick child as well as maybe a paralyzed child as well, man. Okay, the parents are gonna want that child to have that C hip in them so they can be be able to walk again or see again, things like that. Okay, that's where we're at, man. Okay, let's get Second Thessalonians, right? Because this is all prophesied, man. Okay, and that's why the Lord is shortening the days, because the elect, he's shortening it for the elect's sake, man. Or else no flesh will be saved. If this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, was to continue to rule, okay, because this man is his death, man. Right? Okay, is that red horse spoken about in Revelation? Okay. So Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked Esau Edom be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right now, the words of Yahweh Shem man, he's being consumed by that, man. Okay, all right. This system, the society, is spiritually being broken down by the preaching and prophesying, right, of Yahweh Shem. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and this is an example of one of them, man, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they have received not the love of truth, that they might be saved. Okay, and this is a very deceptive mechanism that they have, okay, which again a lot of people are going to fall for, okay, especially the majority of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, man, okay, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, okay, because you trust in this man's system, man. Right. Verse verse 11. And for this, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Okay. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay. And a lot of our people, man, they're gonna see this as something beneficial to them. Okay, to their situation. When really, it's completely detrimental. Revelation 13, verse 16. And he, alright, talking about Esau, Edom, okay, beginning with Amalek, right, the top Jewish international banking families, man, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, DuPonts, the Gettys, alright, because they run and control this system, okay, and this technology, man, it came out of Babylon the Great America, okay, so he calls us all, right, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell unless he has that charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so he ain't gonna be able to operate in this society. He ain't gonna be able to buy and sell, conduct commerce or transactions. Okay, travel, buy and sell things in general, man. In general. Let's get the Greek word for all in Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, which is Strong's G3956.
Strong's G3956. Pas. Pas.
Right, individually, each, every, any, all, the whole, everyone, all things, everything. Okay, the whole inhabited earth. All right, some of all types collectively. So it doesn't matter if you're a woman, child, elderly, young, whatever the case may be, whether you're in prison or you're roaming the streets. Right, doesn't matter your social class. Right, this is gonna try everyone. Okay, now he won't electronically tag everybody. Okay, but that's his goal. That's his plan. All right. And as a penalty for taking the sea hip, which we've gone into many times, man. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So there you go, man. Okay. So Yahweh Hashem is going to destroy those that take it. Okay. Especially those who take it in Babylon the Great, man. Because America is going to be that lake of fire that's going to be destroyed. Okay. By Yahweh Hashem when he comes back, along with the Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, right, and various nations that Russia will lead the charge with. Okay, that's going to shoot ICBM missiles on America, man. All right. Revelation chapter 15 verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, right, NATO and the EU, and over his image, alright, his new world order, okay, which they patterned after the ancient Roman Empire, okay, and over his mark, the RFID micro C hit, man, and over the number of his name, stand on a sea of glass having the harps of Yahweh Bashim Yal-Shai. Okay, so the elect, okay, gonna have the victory, because they ain't gonna succumb to this sea hit, man. They ain't gonna fall and take it. Alright, and they're gonna be on that sea of glass, man. Alright, when America gets destroyed, okay, you're gonna be caught up in the atmosphere, witnessing the destruction of America, man. Alright. Let's get one more. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departeth from the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yashai. Right, and it's going to be a curse, right, unto the, mainly our people, the majority that take the sea hip, man. Okay, it's a curse unto them because they trusted in Esau, man. They looked at him as God, as his provider, instead of relying on Yahweh Hashem Yashai in faith. Okay, they walked down to Egypt for help. They sought counsel of spiritual Egypt instead of seeking counsel of the Lord, man. Okay, so that's going to be their confusion. That's going to be their shame in that time. All right. Now, there's a penalty for taking this, right? For taking the sea hip, right? Because people are going to think, oh, it's benefited my health. It's, I'm able to see again, walk again, speak again. But really, it's actually a cancerous law, as we read. Verse 2, we'll just get straight to verse 2. Revelation chapter 16, verse 2. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. That's right. And when you go into the word sore, Greek word is G1668. Okay.
Strong's G1668. Helkos. Helkos.
Right, a sore, ulcer, a wound, producing discharge pus, right? It's it's radiation in your body, man. Okay, it's a foreign body in your body. Okay, so all that radiation real through your body, man, that's gonna cause cancer, sores everywhere. Okay, causing you to eventually die. All right. So again, that's where we're coming to. All right. And you heathens can take as many as you like, right? You can come back to me and tell me how it was, right? Because these heathens can't be saved anyway, right? But the majority of our people are gonna succumb to this, man. Right? So end the lesson right there, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay, especially for you new brothers and sisters coming in, man. All right. Repent, for the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is at hand. All right. So with that, peace to the Bayas Shah Dawadah, which is the house of David. All right, being risen up through the Spirit in these last days, the tabernacle of David. All right. So Kwam Yasharala Wa Abad Babal Shalom.